I'm just out on my bike. I'm heading over to my workshop. COVID friendly. From the shorelines of the St. Lawrence River, Cornwall, Ontario, Cornwall Bikes. Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're looking at my fixed gear. Gonna do a little bit of maintenance. I want to check the chain alignment, the cog, the steer tube, bottom bracket, squeaking noises. Gonna lube the chain, lube the pedals once they're all cleaned up, tighten the clips on my shoes, and then just check for the chain tension. How can I bring to you a COVID-free video if I'm not wearing my PPE? Honestly, you got to wear PPE if you're recording videos and uploading them to YouTube so that they can be safe for YouTube, so that you don't get censored. Very important. Very important. Alright, where to begin? Let's begin with the drivetrain. It's an Omnium crank, GXP bottom bracket. You can probably see that. The GXP bottom bracket from different angles. There we go. Now you can see that it's the GXP by SRAM. SRAM manufactured this. They do not make the Omnium crank anymore. 144 BCD. 1/8 inch wide, and the T6 stiff aluminum that we like. These are my time pedals, XC2s, and they're a little, I'm not sure if they're noisy or if it's my shoes. I'm not sure if it's this mechanism right here that's squeaking under the tension that I place my feet upon the crank, and it makes this squeaking kind of sound. What I've done is I've removed all of the packed in dirt, mud, and crap that gets stuck inside the heads of these Allen key screws, and I just made sure they were nice and clean so that they don't strip out when I put in the tool to either tighten them up or adjust them. And I think this one is 4 mils. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's 4 mils. Yeah, 4 mils. So what I'm doing is, oh yeah, they are loose. Wow, that's a 1/4 turn there. This one's loose too. For sure. Oh yeah, these were loose. That's why they were squeaking. Okay, there, snug them up. I do a little bit at a time, back and forth. Little tiny, till it doesn't, till it resists, till it doesn't turn anymore. And that should be good enough. So I'm gonna tighten that lock ring. I just loosened this off. You can see the branding of the cog. You can see the size of the cog. People were suggesting that I had some issues with chain alignment. I just want to tell you that the chain alignment is spot on. Don't know how much straighter you can get that That's pretty straight to me. Looks like it's lined up perfectly. The drivetrain has become actually quite a lot quieter, and I'm assuming that's because it has broken in, the chain has stretched, and so on and so forth. Since the last time I've adjusted this train, this chain has stretched. How much has it stretched? Well, let's take a look. This is my chain checker by Park Tools, CC2. Well, when I look at it, it says 0.75. That's what I see. I see a 0.75 on there. That's how much my chain has stretched since I've drove this bicycle for 3 years, but with minimal mileage. You see the chain ring here, the black anodizing, it's starting to wear off, or has worn off, where the contact is. Likewise here on the cog, you can see little spots here where the paint has worn off, or the anodized finish, whatever they put on here. But the chain is looking really good condition. It's brand new. There's hardly any mileage on this chain. There's no reason why it should be worn out. Alright, well, there's the chain tool mounted. It's just under 75, so I would give it a 0.7. I'll give this 0.7 on the chain tool, on the chain checker. I don't want it to be loose, but I want it to be snug between the links. So it's just under 75. All they do is just kind of drizzle it on the chain. Right, just drip, just drizzle it on the chain. Take a clean rag, just wipe it, get rid of the excess, spread it around. That's all there is to it. I've lined up the wheel here and down here, both sides, evenly spaced. It's hard to see, but you got your wheel lined up. I've tightened the axle nuts with my Park multi-tool, and I'm just looking at the chain tension. You can see there's a straight line here. It's not drooping or sagging, and there's a little bit of play there. It's probably about 90%, not at 100%, but there's just enough wiggle room here. Let's check the chain tension noise. Okay, it's super quiet. There is no noise in the chain at all. It's quiet, there's no noise.
do that.
Pedals are cleaned up, lubricated, ready for a test drive. I have tightened the steering tube headset. These bolts were loosened. This was tightened, and then these were retightened, and now there's no noise in the headset anymore. This is the noise of the drivetrain in a controlled environment. As you can see, it's actually pretty quiet, although it does have a little bit of noise. When I'm outside and the bicycle is preloaded with the weight of a person and I'm pedaling at this rate, there is hardly any noise coming from the drivetrain at all. Forwards, backwards. That's just the general noise of this drivetrain. Generally speaking, that is the noise you're going to get out of here. It's the ambient noise. It's the average noise. It's just the drivetrain, the chain and the chain ring and the cog all frictioning together. That's the sound you're going to get. Alright, where to begin? Let's begin with the drivetrain. It's an Omnium crank, GXP bottom bracket. You can probably see that. The GXP bottom bracket from different angles. There we go. Now you can see that it's the GXP by SRAM. SRAM manufactured this. They do not make the Omnium crank anymore.